And now, your Storm Team 18 forecast. Weather from where you live.
All right, there'll be a little bit of a shock to the body if we step outside this morning, since we're running about 20 degrees cooler than this time yesterday morning. We're sitting at 42 in Crawfordsville, 45 Lafayette, 45 Remington, 43 in Winnemac, where we had a little bit of cloud cover, 46 Rochester, good morning Peru, sitting at 46, 49 in Kokomo. So looking at the big picture here, we have north wind right now, clear skies. That's allowing us to get pretty chilly this morning. Looking off to the west, some strong to severe storms happening in portions of Kansas, Missouri, Iowa. All this is slated to move kind of a north-northeast and kind of dissipate as it does so. We will see the cloud cover from this. You can see the clouds kind of working into Illinois. It's kind of the mid and high level clouds associated with that. That'll work in later this morning. But as I mentioned, we are nice and clear right now. You'll see plenty of stars when you step outside for this morning. So getting right to Futurecast, watch those white lines turn a little bit more southerly by this afternoon. There's those mid high level clouds working in. We'll still see a fairly decent and dry day. Maybe a sprinkle or two late this afternoon in our northern counties, but I think that's kind of on the lower chance here. But once we get past about 8 o'clock, then we'll be watching for those storms to roll through, and it'll likely be a line of storms. This is 8 o'clock this evening, now moving across state lines from Illinois to Indiana, and then that line moving through at about 9 to 10 o'clock here in Lafayette, off toward Kokomo, Frankfort, Crawfordsville, likely between 10 and 11, and then after about 11 to midnight, we'll be in the clear with north wind tomorrow morning and clear skies back in the 40s for tomorrow morning. And with that north wind tomorrow, we'll stay in the 50s for highs for your Friday, as well as for Saturday and Sunday, staying in the 50s for high temperatures. But tomorrow we'll call it partly sunny. Should be a fairly decent day, cooler than what we've seen last several days, but overall a nice Saturday too in store for us. So the latest Storm Prediction Center outlook, this is for 8 o'clock for us tonight to 12 midnight this evening. You'd see the level 1 risk for the majority of the viewing area. So the further south you go, especially well to the southwest, level 3 enhanced out of 5. Level 2 for our far southern portion, south of near Crawfordsville. Here in Lafayette, Kokomo, Peru, underneath that marginal level 1. So can't rule out a couple of severe storms with damaging winds, large hail or main threat. Maybe a weak isolated tornado kind of along or embedded in this line, especially if you're further south. That's where the better ingredients are for the spin in the atmosphere. So for today, again, mostly dry, just watching for those late storms. Highs will race up into the 70s once we get that wind out of the south at about 10 to 12 miles per hour. Tomorrow will be a pretty chilly start in the morning, pretty gusty too, gusts up to 20 miles per hour through the day. Partly to mostly sunny here for your Friday. Shouldn't be too bad to end the work week here, but definitely cooler than what we've seen since we've been in the 80s and 70s for the majority of the work week. 58 tomorrow, 55 with a low of 39 Saturday morning, and sunny both Saturday and Sunday. A little bit of clouds here both days. Thursday, 36 on Sunday, 34. Could see a little bit of frost Monday morning throughout the area. Nothing too damaging, but we'll get back up into the 60s, and then we'll see our next really best chance of rain coming in on Tuesday. Doesn't look like an overly heavy chance of rain, but we'll keep an eye on that. But it does look like the really only chance of rain out of our next 10 days here, Joe.
Okay, well, we certainly got enough of it this week. Time for a little bit of nice spring weather to enjoy, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be cooler for the next several days for sure, but enjoy the 70s this afternoon.
All right.
Watch out for those storms tonight.
I love it. All right, thanks, David. Hey.